Good evening, my darlings. Let's see. I got if I had to sorry, I had to check. It was working because it's the first time doing the multi-stream thing on YouTube and on Kick. And if you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, just know that I primarily stream on Kick these days. I'm still gonna be doing. I am gonna be doing some multi-streaming. I might do some on
There's a lot that goes into managing
X, formerly Twitter,
watering,
but we'll
weeding,
see.
fertilizing the soil, making sure the temperature is
And,
right.
but I'm also probably going to be switching channels.
To keep the fruit in a good mood.
So, yeah, if you'd like to join my Discord server, you can learn more, or you can just start following me on Kick instead. Make it a lot easier to follow me. Anyway, how is everybody's day going? Hope it's going well. And I hope I can help it go even better. I figure it would probably be a good idea for us to start working through these hangout events, because in these hangout events you can get some of them Freemo gems. You can also get some money, which I'm always in short supply of money because I build characters that I don't use way too high. And you can also get some of these, which I'm going to need a lot more of these books when Columbina releases, let me tell you. Yes. I'm just wondering who we should unlock. Let's go with Farazan. There are some that I want to wait until Filianore can come join the stream before I do them. I guess she might like to see him.
Even though most of the academia's restrictions have significantly relaxed, I'm still a bit worried that the Matra might give her trouble. I need to stay here to keep an eye on the situation. Kale, can you head to Sumeru City and find out why she isn't here yet?
Does it have to be me?
I'd only assign a job this important
Or Kale.
to trust. Are you not feeling well?
Oh no, I'm fine. I've completely recovered. It's just that if I'm going to see her, I think I need to mentally prepare myself first.
I know. You'll have a tough time if you go by yourself. If we could arrange for someone to accompany you.
Well, how convenient. In a predicament, I see. Is it? Well, it doesn't show on the stream because the color correction I got going on, but her hair looks very different. It's more of a grayish green than it usually is.
Oh, hey there!
It's been a while. What a coincidence. I was just thinking about asking you to accompany Kale to Sumeru City.
Why'd you think of me? What made you think I have time on my hands? Nice. Why did you think of me?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just that this matter
Oh, this another one of the
banned by the academia.
doesn't matter
Thing you'd shout
one way or another.
Also, you happen to know about this situation. There are very few people I can trust to be discreet right now. After giving it much thought, I believe you're the most suitable person for this task.
Research banned by the academia and something that I know about. Once again, the illusion of choice.
It's complicated, and this isn't the best place to talk about it. We'll fill you in on the details once she arrives.
I'm a little worried because the stream chat is showing Botrix in the YouTube channel, you know, saying Botrix has correctly joined the channel. And it said that... No, he didn't say that in Kick Chat. What am I thinking? Okay, never mind. Actually, you know what? I can check. Hey, there we go. Again, first time doing the whole multi-streaming thing. Who's she?
You might have heard about her in Sumeru before. Her name is Farazan, and she's a very experienced senior researcher.
When you say very experienced, yes, she is an old lady!
Let's just say that a huge part of Kasharawar's mechanical research over the past 100 years has used her academic discourse and manuscripts as their foundation.
100 years? Is she human?
She is, but she vanished for 100 years because of a certain incident.
Certain
She
incident.
only
That's the only time I've
after
heard about
being found
That's
in
only the only way I've heard it mentioned before.
Because of that, her current personality can be a bit, strange, as is her attitude towards Kale.
I'm getting a headache just thinking about it.
She doesn't have bad intentions, so you don't have to be scared.
I'll try.
Do we really have to invite her here?
Yes. Kasharawar and Spontamod researchers are often quite prejudiced, so I can't trust them with this matter. However, Farazan isn't influenced by modern thinking. In our previous correspondence through letters, she indicated that she'd be willing to help. It's already past our arranged meeting time, but she still hasn't shown up.
I mean, isn't modern thinking also like, hey, we actually respect Nahida now? Did she get caught by the academia?
I don't think so. With her personality, it's more likely that she got wrapped up in some sort of trouble. Anyway, can you go with Kale to the academia and check on Farazan?
Oh, I was asking about some sort of trouble. I assume you mean some sort of trouble unrelated to the academia. Sure thing.
Thank goodness. I was so anxious.
I'm counting on you two. Kale, don't push yourself too hard. Just go there and see what's going on. Our task is important, but not that urgent. If Farazan really is in some trouble, come back and tell me about it. We can always reschedule our meeting. After all, if she's distracted by other things, it'll affect her ability to help us.
All right, let's go.
I have to say that the free four star of Fontaine was kind of the only one of the few negatives of it in terms of comparing it to other regions. Look at the free 4-star of
Sorry.
Sumeru.
Say.
It's Kale.
Oh, could you repeat yourself?
She's so sweet
No, I'm
and adorable.
Here
So great.
goes with it.
Farazan, I said that you need to give us an answer.
Natlin had Kachina. Just absolutely fantastic character.
And did you
and-
add madam when you addressed me earlier?
Nodcry.
Hearing is perfectly fine.
Nodcry had I know. Also absolutely adorable.
Madam Farazan, we don't want
Whereas Fontaine had Lynette.
However, you haven't been teaching courses or
I don't
supervising things
hate
these
Lynette,
past few years.
but
Isn't this rather problematic as an advisor? Never
just
mind
not
the students.
ideal.
Even other advisors are starting to complain.
she doesn't compare to the others.
If I may ask, complained? If they have any issue with me, tell them to talk to me themselves rather than waste any of your time. You don't have to tell me anything. I very well know that it's those people from Haravatat. How I wish they'd put their time into doing proper research instead.
But Madam Farazan, it has been a long while since you last made any practical academic contribution yourself.
Academic contribution cannot simply be divided between the tangible and the intangible. The issue here, I believe, is that the reviewer doesn't understand the very nature of knowledge itself. In any case, it makes no sense to use a metric like this to evaluate a mentor. Which sage set this rule anyway?
I should write a letter of complaint right this instant.
Wait! Madame Farazan, please let me finish.
That's her, alright. But the person with her doesn't look like a Matra.
She looks so young.
Shh! She hates it when people call her young! Her body apparently stopped aging during the year she was gone. So that's why she looks the same as she did 100 years ago.
Disappeared for 100 years? When in the world happened to her?
Okay, I think I'm ready for this. Let's go!
Anyway, Akara Crafts and the leader of Kasharawar would like to invite you to collaborate on this project. They're wondering if you'd be interested. Madame Farazan? Are you listening?
Mm-hmm. Ah, Kale! Why are you here at the Academia? Are you feeling better now?
I'm much better, Madame Farazan. It's all thanks to the Traveler and the Dendro Archon.
Have you been sleeping well? You seem to be developing some eye bags. Is that brat Tainari forcing you to stay up late again?
No, it's because I'm a slow learner. It's not Master's fault.
It's good to be hardworking, but you need to take care of your health. I'll have to give Tainari a right talking to when I see him. I'll also prepare some health supplements for you.
There's really no need.
Ah, and is the person beside you the legendary Traveler?
Pleasure to make your acquaintance, madam.
Oh, I've heard much about you before.
Turn up the charm.
I've been meaning to meet you for a while now.
The
It is
olfaction
thanks to
charm.
you, after all, that the Academia is finally getting back on its feet. Even Kali's illness is...
Ahem. Madame Farazan, I believe we were still discussing the collaboration with Akara Crafts.
Nobody cares about that. I
I'd
can
wager
guarantee you.
it's the Sharwar Dunderheads finding excuses so that I'd go to their Darshan. Say no more. I have no plans to change my field of research.
If you're this unwilling to participate in the collaborative project, you can also consider teaching a class. It might be difficult to teach a course with topics that only fall within Haravatat's subjects, but we can't delay this anymore. You need to give an answer. You can teach a course or participate in a collaborative project. If you don't do either, it'll be hard for me to persuade the advisors and students who have been complaining.
Seems like some internal academia dispute. It seems to have nothing to do with Tainari's request. Well, all of those are true.
Could you not give me a few more days to consider? This matter has been delayed for so long already.
That's precisely the issue. If you don't give an answer today, I fear that someone will soon escalate their complaints to the sages.
What a waste of free time these folks are. Now you two are here at Tainari's behest, I take it. I'm sorry, but given the current situation, it looks like I'll have to come over some other day.
Well, it seems like she wants to say something. Please give me a moment with Kale.
Of course. I shall need some time to think as well.
What now? She
16,
seems
1,
so
2,
busy.
3.
Master
Everybody
said there's
hear
no
me?
rush, but I know that he's been busy working on something at Pardee's DI, so he hasn't returned to Gandharville for several days now. I feel for Madame Farazan. I still want to ask her to come with us. But if I get her in trouble with the Academia, then she won't have the time to help Master. What should I do? Oh, this is such a headache.
Let's help her resolve her current problem first. I think that's probably the way that it has to be.
Yeah, that would be the best for them both. I'll check with Master later and see if there's anything I can help him with. But I'm sure he'll say, the best thing you can do now is study hard, so I don't have to give you remedial lessons.
I can stay and help Farazan.
Huh? Oh yes! This way she can get her problem sorted out quickly, and then she can go see Master. So if I also stay and help... that still sounds kinda scary.
You don't have to force yourself. Let's observe the situation first. I think this is probably going to be another split. Like, the first split was obviously, let's try and get her out to Partis DI, to Party City. And then, you don't have to force yourself. and let's observe the situation first, I think it's gonna be another split in the endings. You don't have to force yourself. Let's observe the situation
Okay
first.
then. I'm counting on you.
I have to teach
So they
students from Haravatat or owe Kasharawar a favor. It strikes me that they might be even less happy about such a deal than I am.
I think I can sympathize with them.
We're back, Madame Farazan. The Traveler said that he can stay and help you.
Oh, why I couldn't ask for more. In fact, I'm rather curious about the type of person the Traveler is. You were the one who taught Azar a lesson after all. That said, will I be troubling you?
It's no trouble at all. I swear. Sith Lords are my specialty.
Is that so? Good. It does so happen that I do have something I need help with. Now, should I apply to teach a course with Haravatat, or join the collaborative project that Kasharawar is proposing? Honestly, I don't want to choose either of them.
Tell me more about that Haravatat course. What the heck was that? Is that part of the hangout event, or was there something going on over there? Anyway, tell me more about that Haravatat course.
You might have heard of it before. Haravatat is an academic faction that researches languages and runes. 100 years ago, Madame Farazan was a researcher from that darshan.
Now, not was. Still am.
Yes, of course. But current Haravatat students can't really, understand her direction of research. So even if she opened a course, chances are that no one would attend.
Direction of research?
In summary, I mean to interpret the configurations and solutions of ruin mechanisms via the deciphering of on-site stone carvings and unearthed documents. It'll include research into general documents dealing with such ancient machines.
The research method is supported by Haravatat, yes, but the content deals heavily with both ruins and mechanisms. This will make it difficult for students of this darshan because they don't understand much about mechanisms. Also, there are fewer and fewer unexplored ruins left nowadays, and Kasharawar researchers have been developing their own theories on mechanisms. As such, they don't need to rely on ancient documents.
And see, this is the problem with not having any, cross-disciplinary experts, is because sometimes it's not good for knowledge to exist in a silo. He's doing very niche research.
They're far too complacent. Ancient mechanisms are more dangerous and complex than one might imagine. I'm telling you, things weren't like this 100 years ago. All researchers back then were interested in exploring knowledge from a variety of topics. They also gave more respect to unknown mechanisms.
It does sound like
Nowadays,
Kasharawar
people
might be the better
interested
one.
in our mainstream subjects in popular research. Even if they attended my course, I wouldn't be interested in teaching them. Also, the people here think that my research is outdated and unrealistic, so they keep cutting my funding. Why, I think they could all stand to learn from Kale. She's a hard-working child and respects her elders.
Huh? Why me?
Ah, if only those who came to my lectures were more like you. Speaking of which, are you feeling better? You don't have to confine yourself to Gandharvaville anymore, right?
I just remembered that I have a lot of studying to do. I need to head back and find Master.
Kale, she likes you. Wants to be your friend. She wants to be your granny. Wait, I have an idea. Kale needs to learn how to read, and you need to teach a course.
Are you telling me to start a reading course for Kale?
Huh?
Wait. Although Tainari has academic dealings with the academia, he isn't considered part of it. This means that Kale isn't technically a student.
Does she have to hold this class in the academia? Can't it be a public course?
No, he's right. The old academia became consumed by their arrogance precisely because they ignored the public. There must surely be many people like Kale and Sumeru who are passionate about learning, but cannot study due to various reasons.
That's actually a really good idea.
Paid no heed to them. But if I start a reading course for Kale as a pilot, Perhaps this shall come to benefit many more people in the future.
I'll need to go back and ask if this is in accordance with regulations.
Oh, save yourself the extra trouble. I'll come with you. If there's any arguments to be had, we shall sweep them aside together.
I don't think she's all that interested in sweeping them aside together.
Outside the academia. I'll be back in just a moment.
Wait! Let's catch up with her.
Run, run, hurry, hurry, lover, come to me. Or no, run, run, rush, rush. Dang it.
Can't believe
That's the title of the song.
arrived. She's really headstrong. Oh, how did things turn out like this?
I end up giving her a bad idea. You seem quite scared of her. And why? She loves you, Kale.
No,
You're like her favorite person.
Madame Farazan is a brilliant scholar. Even Master thinks so. If she's really going to teach me how to read, it'll definitely be much better than me bashing my head against the wall. It's just that she can get a bit too passionate sometimes. I don't know how to handle that.
The way she treats you is completely different from how she treats researchers.
Maybe it's because she wants to take me in as a student? It's just like that researcher said. The academia has completely changed during the 100 years that Farazan was gone. I don't really get it, but it does seem like Haravitat's students aren't optimistic about the prospects of doing research with her. Students who are interested in mechanisms and applications of the elements generally enroll in Kasharawar and Spotamod. Madame Farazan also refuses to accept random students just to make up numbers. She still hasn't found a student she likes, even after all this time back.
So she's a teacher with no students.
But she seems to like my attitude toward learning, so she often asks me if I'm willing to become her student. It's because I'm a slow learner that I have no choice but to stay up late and study. Whenever she compliments me, I feel
Oh my gosh. Oh, Kale, she be for real. Oh boy. So you're scared of her because she keeps asking you to become her student?
It's not that. Madame Farazan respects my choices. She hasn't been trying to persuade me, especially since she knows I need to rest and recuperate. She sometimes brings food to Gandharvaville for me, and each time she says that Master can't find out.
Aw, that sounds like something a grandmother might do for her granddaughter. Actually, Kale, do you happen to know both grandmothers on... Oh, actually, it would be great-great-grandmothers, probably. 100 years.
Now that you mention it, it does feel a bit like that. Do I really look that young?
You'd have to be pretty darn old to be her granddaughter, actually.
Traveler, thank you for waiting. The issue has been resolved.
That was fast.
I argued with the higher-ups and convinced them of the practicality and necessity of educating the general public. If I'm not mistaken, they're the students of my classmates' students. They're a lot less forceful than their predecessors, though. I'd say they caved rather quickly.
Amazing.
They convinced, or were they coerced?
It's just that we need to fill in every single page of the application. It's been a century, but the academia is as picky as ever.
If anything, I would
see
imagine
now.
the bureaucracy
What
has
do we
gotten
need
even
to
worse.
fill in?
That's how it tends to
Course
go.
name, learning objectives, teaching methods, course materials. I suppose we can fill in the course name last.
Our learning objective is to teach people to read, right?
That's a bit too general, I'd say. After all, this class's target audience isn't toddlers or children, but rather people who already know the basics of reading. As such, we'll need a more specific learning objective. How about proficiency in reading and writing?
That's true. If we use children's teaching materials, we'll only end up wasting a lot of time on things that students would already know.
And you have your job as a forest ranger, Kale. People who attend this course in the future are also likely to have life commitments. We need more effective teaching methods.
So other than teaching materials for children, what other learning methods does Kale use?
Master always tells me that practice is the best way to learn. That's why
This was supposed to be a Faruzon hangout event, but I think it's turned into a Kale hangout event.
To get books
Not that I'm upset about that.
No? Tainari really went the extra mile for you. Expanding literacy is a capital notion. Now that the academia is easing restrictions on the circulation of books, there should be more people who have become interested in reading. It's a great time to conduct this course.
So we've got teaching methods sorted out. How do we choose our course material then?
So that's next on the list.
Although I have to say,
At a loss as to which books
I-
masters like nowadays. Would The Legend of Antara be too old of a story?
I was not really all that interested in Faruzon before the hangout event, but I'm warming up to her. She's growing on me. If even a centenarian like you finds that tale old, how old is that story exactly? I'm pretty sure this is one of those with illusion of choice, but
Fair. Kale, what have you been reading lately?
me? I've been reading light novels from Inazuma. I heard that ever since we were allowed to sell books in Sumeru again, some people set up stalls at Treasure Street to sell light novels. I've been meaning to go there and check it out.
Light novels? This is my first time hearing about such a thing, but I doubt I will procure suitable teaching materials from the House of Dana. Treasure Street it is.
Wait for us, Madame Farazan!
would they be open?
Someone as fast as her is over 100. Let's pick up the pace and catch up to her.
Oh. Darn it. What? Treasure Street?
Hurry up, Brassa!
What a long and mildly ungrammatical title. And why is it so colorful?
Oh my gosh.
Is this your first time seeing a light novel, ma'am? Oh, they're the most popular of books nowadays. Would you like me to recommend something?
Fine. One shouldn't judge a book by its cover after all. May we browse through the books here?
Of course. Why
So
don't you
you're
try
just
this
gonna
one?
read every
It's
single
Outlander
book
Brigade, when
so
the
that you don't
wind of
judge
death
them by
blew towards the
color?
blonde samurai.
I heard that this book's author describes action in vivid detail.
Now I've only skimmed through a few pages, but it feels like it's all fight scenes. There are only subjects and predicates, and the syntax is a tad simple.
Subjects? Predicates?
The protagonist just ends up fighting in every scene with no proper build-up. Will anyone even enjoy a story that's only comprised of fights?
Might be people out there who will. Soritas who don't care about plot. Yeah.
How about... the good thing about being reincarnated
Oh my gosh!
is that I only need to eat Sunsetias to become stronger.
That's an entire book in the title!
A reincarnation isekai story? Those are pretty popular right now.
Oh,
Isekai?
Yeah.
What in
Yeah,
the
they
world
are.
is that? Also, why does it become stronger by eating Sunsetias?
Those are what we call tropes.
Tropes? Ah, those fictional rules used to push the plot forward, yes? They're definitely effective in achieving a distancing effect.
Sorry. What is this distancing effect?
However, this book doesn't explain how reincarnation correlates to becoming stronger. Such an illogical rule will affect the coherence of the story. Will readers really accept this?
Might be people out there who will. It's for readers who don't care much for logic.
How about this?
Sorry.
I had to fight tooth and nail to get this in stock.
Oh, that's the latest volume of Onibudo!
Now that's a rather normal title length. Oh, Kale, do you like this series?
Yes, but I don't like it that much.
She clearly recognized it as the latest volume with a single glance. She embarrassed to admit that she likes books like that?
Madam, are you going to use this series as teaching material?
Oh no.
Let
Please
me
don't
see.
tell me.
The dialogue flows quite well, but there are too many phrases here that I don't recognize. Third eye of perception. illusory mirror, and so on. Aren't these terms that are tied to tropes?
I also thought those names were strange when I was reading them.
She was able to say those phrases in such a serious tone. Guess that's a language researcher from Haravatat for you.
It's impossible to derive the meaning of these phrases in isolation. Also, their morphological properties are quite pedestrian, really. Or did the protagonist purposely create these strange names to disorient their foes?
I think it's because such names are cool. I think it's because such names are... you know... I guess cool be the better way of describing them. They ain't fancy, I'll tell you that.
So there's no deeper purpose. Hi. It's quite hard to understand stories written these days.
You're right. It's such a weird book. But you keep wanting to read the next page.
Even the most popular book in Sumeru back then had greater depth than anything written today.
Most popular book back then?
Yes. A Bahumano researcher wrote it while researching folk legends. The plot had many twists. The world building was fantastic, and even the writing could withstand scrutiny. When it was still being published, many people in the academia were reading it. Even the sages back then all described the story as a timeless classic. The series must have concluded after so many years, right? Perhaps it's even more popular now.
Is there a book like that in Sumeru? I've never heard of such a thing before. What's the title?
It's called Tales of Shariar. Do you sell it here?
Tales of Shariar? I don't think I've heard of that before. When was it published?
About 100 years ago.
100 years ago? Are you pulling my leg? What sort of book can remain popular for 100 years?
The Legend of Antara is popular to this very day, isn't it? I just heard someone telling it a few days ago in a cafe. If an old story like that is still being shared, then Tales of Shariar must be even more popular.
Even if that is the case, I really don't carry that book here in my store.
What? Is that because of the academia's strict control over books in recent years? I can't believe they've allowed the people of Sumeru to become so uncivilized. How can they not know about the Tales of Shariar?
Very important to for people to learn their heritage, let me tell you.
Oh, wait. I think I heard an antique seller on the other end of Treasure Street mention that name before. I mean, it is a book from 100 years ago. Why don't you try asking for it there?
Tales of Shariar is considered an antique now?
I mean, it's 100 years old.
Such an excellent work of literature be forgotten like this.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm going to get to the
Sherlock Holmes.
Let's meet the antique seller.
Christmas Carol. How old is Moby Dick?
Oh no, this is bad.
What's wrong?
You asked me why I'm scared of Madame Farazan, right? It's not because I don't know how to respond to her kindness. It's because I'm afraid of that ancient language she researches, because I can barely understand any of it. What if she uses ancient text as teaching material?
That book's only 100 years old, Kale. Doubt this counts as a book written in ancient language. That book's only 100 years old.
Even so, what if researchers from 100 years ago like to use ancient languages in their books? We've got to catch up to her!
I don't think it's about that, because it wasn't a Kashara war. Or no, a Haravatat
Found it.
researcher.
The 5th volume of Tales of Shariar.
Wow, you actually found it!
I never thought this book would ever get sold.
All right, that's our teaching material secured. We
The
also
5th
now
volume?
call this course Analysis of Classical Texts. After all, this book is definitely worthy of being called a classic.
Can I take a look? Luckily the language being used here isn't ancient at all. I can recognize a few words here and there. Huh? But why aren't there pictures in this book?
Oh no.
Writing is good. Readers won't need any illustrations to
You know,
improve the scenes.
uh,
Worry not.
This is something that frustrates me because it used to be fairly common for them to have lithographs in books.
After all this time, I wonder if Aaliyah and
actually-
Eve ended up together.
The way it was about 100 years ago.
Who obtained the desert gem in the end? Sir, do you have the subsequent volumes of this series?
I don't think so.
Is that so? And here I thought I could finally read the ending. Never mind, I'll keep searching for the later volumes myself. If I'm to use it as a teaching material, it's better to start earlier in the series. Where are the first 4 volumes? Why aren't they all together?
I don't have those either. Actually, this is the only volume I have.
Is this series really that popular?
No.
Really?
Not popular at all. Rather, there's absolutely no demand for it.
No demand? Impossible! Back then, I'd come across at least 3 groups of people talking about it during a single stroll at the academia.
Seriously? No one told me that this book was anything special when I first got it.
You might not want to be.
Where did you get this from? Can you still contact the seller?
You might not want to be.
This book was sold together with a whole bunch of antique furniture. I didn't even notice it initially. Otherwise, the Matra would have come knocking. Wait, is this book actually worth a lot? It can't be, right?
I'm afraid not. Doesn't look valuable. I'm afraid not.
That's impossible.
Please,
No matter how strict
Barozon,
academia was,
try
there's no way Tales of Shahryar could have fallen into such a
reduce
state.
your excitement. We're trying to
I do
keep
remember
the
a
price low.
passerby skimming through the book a few days ago. However, he simply sighed and left.
He sighed? Why would he react like that? Given the quality of Tales of Shahryar, he should have been entranced after a single glance. I'm sorry. Traveler, Kale, please give me a moment. I'd like to look through this book first.
Barozon quickly flips through the pages.
Why is there another misunderstanding between Ali and Aziz? Also, why is there no mention of the Desert Gem at all? And a new character is introduced with no foreshadowing at all? Also, what are all these new names and terms? Is this really the Tales of Shahryar I know?
Well, that passerby reacted in much the same way.
Who is the passerby in any case?
It's Mada from the cafe over there. You know, the fellow who spends all day telling the legend of Antara. Since that's also a very old story, maybe he knows a thing or two about that, Tales of, whatever it's called.
Then let's go ask around at the cafe. Huh? Madame Barzan?
Huh? Oh, yes. Let's go.
Just seems to keep getting worse and worse.
Another day, another empty room.
Excuse me? But are you Mada?
Yes! Are you here to listen to my story?
Well, we actually came to ask about something else.
I see.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'm used to it, more or less. So, how can this terribly unpopular storyteller help you?
Do you know about Tales of Shahryar?
Huh? Tales of Shahryar? Why, I can barely remember the last time anyone talked about it. My master always talked about how incredibly popular that book used to be. However, I tried reciting a few chapters of it at the cafe, and I found that it's even less popular than the Legend of Antara.
Your master?
Yes, the one who taught me how to be a storyteller. He said that Tales of Shahryar was written by his master's master's master. He also said that this great-great-grandmaster was an academia researcher, and that even the sages liked the series. He wrote 4 volumes back then, and the reviews just got better and better. You couldn't find a single person in Sumeru who hadn't read his books.
Interesting.
what happened next? Why doesn't anyone know about Tales of Shariar now?
Oh, it's hard to tell when it comes to trends. One day everyone likes
Well,
stories
we've got
like
the
that,
5th
and
volume,
the next day their tastes
so-
change completely. Instead of writing a proper ending, this great
Yeah.
kept trying to extend the story. To tap into popular trends, he added a lot of tropes. Then, starting from the 5th volume, the
Still
reviews started to
useful
go
for
very
learning.
well.
Still useful for learning about
Then what
why
happened to Tales
you
of
don't do
Shariar
that.
in the end?
In the end, there's no ending. The great-great-grandmaster tried to write a few more volumes, following whatever trends were popular at the time, but the trends kept changing right as he published his books. He got so infuriated that he stopped writing altogether and focused on his research instead.
It's not the endings that will haunt you, but the space where they should be. The things that simply faded without one final wave goodbye. Wait, no. Let me start over. It's not the endings that will haunt you, but the space where they should lie. The things that simply faded without one final wave goodbye. Like a book with torn out pages, forgetting things you're sure you knew. A question with no answer, and a song stopped halfway through. So when your mind attempts to store them, their crooked shape will never fit. And forever in the corners of your consciousness they sit. Jagged edges made from moments you can't be sure were the last. Slicing open thoughts that healed as they attempt to slip right past. You see, not knowing is what haunts you, the memories that never mend. For they are puzzles missing pieces of all the things that didn't. Right? Proper ending to your stories is the point.
What? So there's no ending? The readers didn't care?
I mean, at
By
the time
that
it
time,
gets to the
only
point.
a very small number of people were reading Tales of Shariar. Anyway, my master probably exaggerated. How could a work possibly have been that popular? The
No.
only tangible thing my great-great-grandmaster left is the original draft of Legend of Antara. He also left behind many theses from his research phase. When my master talked about Legend of Antara, he'd even quote from those theses. My master is a much better storyteller than me. Even when we're telling the same story about Antara, he's always able to draw in a huge crowd. But even he won't recite Tales of Shariar due to its ever-changing writing style and its lack of an ending.
Well,
So,
give it an ending.
Tara's story is the
Write
one
the
that
first
lasted
4,
through the years.
and then
Well, not even sages can definitively ascertain the quality of something like a story. In the end,
take the first 4
only
volumes and
time
branch
can
it.
separate the classics from
Fork it, rather.
fads.
Only time? Madame Farazan?
Time
Years.
goes
Perhaps things once
by.
believed to be great aren't so after all.
You know, I think you don't have to worry about that. The story's decline might not have been due to changing trends. It doesn't matter if it's a classic or a fad, what matters is that the story's decline might not have been due to changing trends. Well, yeah, obviously. Well,
Yeah! Master helped me find a lot of famous books at first, but in the end, I realized that I couldn't get into them.
no, that's not what
How
I'm
good
getting
those
at.
stories are. I can't improve my skills if I can't bring myself to read them in the first place. I think the best books for me are the ones I like.
The problem here is not actually about improving your reading skills, but I suppose the principle is the same. What? What? Why do I agree? That's not.
Huh. Indeed. That is true. Readers' interest in trends of a time are not things that are so easily predicted. What was popular 100 years ago could be completely forgotten in modern times. And yet, 100 years, as far as history is concerned, is but a blink of an eye. If Tales of Shariar hadn't chased after trends and instead stuck to its original style from start to finish, it might have
Yeah.
stood some chance of gaining renewed popularity. No, even if that didn't happen, At least it would be a work that was true to itself.
Exactly.
Huh? Our conversation just got a lot
Thank
more
you.
serious.
Thank you, Farzan. This was what I was getting at.
I don't really get what you're talking about, but it does sound sensible. Looks like I also have to hang in there and tell Antara's story well.
You should think about the present first. You should think about your income first. Well, you should think about the present first, I guess. Might be better.
How unseemly. I almost got carried away because of a single book. Well then, we should get back to the matter of our teaching material. It looks like we can't use Tales of Shariar now.
Well, you could use the first 4 volumes and then either fork it and write your own ending, or have someone else from the same Darshan write the ending. Or just use it as a lesson of chasing trends rather than writing timeless classics. How about The Legend of Antara, then?
No, it's much too old.
Oh.
Nice.
You found a book that you liked at the bookstall, yes?
Yes, but I don't really...
Then we'll use that book as our teaching material. Now that I think about it, using a book that you like is the most suitable choice for teaching you how to read. As for the academia, as long as we come up with an appropriate course name, we should be able to get away with this.
I propose appreciation of popular literature. Perhaps analysis of popular literature might do the trick.
My, it sounds like you've dealt with the academia before. Let's go with that. Now then, let's return to the book vendor in a bit and buy the latest volume of this Onibudo for Kale. Ah, but if I wish to use it as teaching material, I have to read it first.
Huh?
Speaking of which, other than Third Eye of Perception and Illusory Mirror,
Shouldn't you be reading the first volume?
Phrases from the reader's messages at the back of the book. Such things as, even if it reminds me of my dark history, I still can't help but be drawn in by the story. And the author has written all the things that I only dare whisper into a tree hollow. Why do people use dark history to refer to awkward or embarrassing memories? Is this some slang that was invented in the last century? If one of our learning objectives was researching linguistic changes over the past 100 years, it might make it easier to get these books approved as teaching material.
Oh, I can tell you what that's all about. Apparently, in their youth, some people used to imagine themselves as someone burdened by fate, fighting against the world, etc. But as they grew older, they started to become embarrassed by such memories. Some would write those fantasies into novels, while others would entrust such tales to tree hollows.
Mata? You know, I suddenly have the urge to hear a story about Antara.
Huh? Why so suddenly?
I think we can ignore the whole dark history thing just for now. It's good to reminisce on an old tale. It's good to reminisce on an old tale in a while. I guess it's Legend of Antara. Is this supposed to be illusion of choice, or does what we say actually matter?
I knew it. There will always be people who love the golden oldies.
I appreciate a golden oldie or two.
Let me tell you all about the ancient hero,
like the classics.
Antara.
Tales of the past remain radiant even now. Alright. Well, I'd kind of hoped to be doing 2 hangout events. But, let me see. If we can't, maybe... Yeah, if we... Can we start from here? Oh, okay, yeah, we can. Good, good, good. Makes it a lot easier. I don't know. I don't remember all of the events that transpired up until this point. We're probably gonna end up getting the same ending. It was fine.
Honorary Knight in Noel. Were you two out on a mission? Wait, who is this person behind you?
My name is Eloise. I'm a humble merchant.
Ah, Mondstadt welcomes you, strange yet respectable traveler. Please state your identity and purpose. The Knights of Favonius are here to ensure your safety.
I came to Mondstadt to import wines back to Lille.
I see, but are you not carrying any luggage or goods? I also don't see your name among the wine merchants that Mondstadt regularly deals with.
It's my first time visiting Mondstadt, but I expect to come back often.
In that case, please show me the relevant documents issued by Liyue's Ministry of Civil Affairs. I need to verify your identity.
Huh? What on earth is the min... Oh, right. I, put them in my luggage.
Luggage?
Oh, our apologies. This gentleman was just attacked by a monster and lost both his luggage and his goods. Could you allow him to calm down a bit before we register him with the Knights?
According to Article 10 of the Knights of Favonius Handbook, caution should be exercised with regard to unfamiliar visitors.
But Article 2 of the Knights of Favonius Handbook also says that one must not offend our visitors, right?
Well, in this situation, it seems the Knights of Favonius Handbook has a bit of overlap.
Hey. Well, how about that? That's such a nice thing. I appreciate that. I'll keep an eye on him. Nothing bad will happen.
Well, if you are keeping watch, there shouldn't be a problem.
After all, this is our honorary knight, the one who defended Mondstadt from the claws of the frenzied storm terror.
Storm? Terror?
Many times your height without jumping. It's a little fellow, not worth worrying about. Many times your height without jumping.
Indeed. Good one.
There's a dragon, my guy.
I'm counting on you two to take care of this gentleman while he's in Mondstadt.
So, you're a wine merchant? Well, you must have excellent wine knowledge. Would you like to rest a while at Angel's Share? It's our signature tavern.
Such a...
Oh yeah, don't forget your box of marbles, by the way.
Fuse.
On the third day of it, so yeah. He's been talking about that
This barrel must
Dornman
be
port.
Mondstadt celebrated wine, right?
Hopefully we'll be getting that
It could be...
probably when Varka releases, actually, now. Imitated.
Oh, imported. That's the word.
It can be imported,
Waiting and
but...
drink up. This is a dandelion wine-based cocktail. I asked the bartender to add calla lily because it has a calming effect. I know you've been on the road for a long time, and cold drinks would be bad for your stomach. So I requested less ice. I hope it's to your liking.
Calming. Is this what they give to all visitors in Mondstadt?
Made especially for you.
Because you know I'm interested in Mondstadt wines?
Very interested, no?
Yes. Just interested, mind you. On another note, that drink's made me realize just how empty my stomach is.
Oh, so you're hungry too. Oh, how terrible of me. If I'd realized, I would have saved some pancakes for you.
Not to worry. Let's go to the Good Hunter restaurant.
Ooh, good idea. That sounds like...
So far we haven't found the split. The split in the storyline. Hello? Thank you. Thank you for triggering the
Smells incredible. So it's true. If you really want to sell Mondstadt wines, you can't do without Mondstadt dishes. Maybe recipes will be easier to obtain than the brewing process.
Brewing process?
Oh, what I mean is, the dandelion wine brewing process is unique, difficult to imitate. That's why we merchants can buy with confidence. where was I? Let's see. What's on the menu? So many dishes. Hard to decide.
Can I help?
Sure. What do you suggest?
Well, do you prefer red meat or white?
I like them both.
That's not
The
helpful.
steaks here are cuts of freshly shipped Springvale boar. I'd recommend having it served medium to really bring out the natural sweetness of the meat. Oh, sweet madame is another specialty. Crispy skin and tender meat goes perfectly with wine. However, those dishes alone aren't very healthy from a nutritional standpoint.
Excuse me.
And
Roast
mushroom
boar
pizza
is fantastic.
And a satisfying salad too on the side.
steak.
If that sounds okay,
Pizza?
the order for
You what?
this meal is on me to make.
You recommend pizza as a healthier option than steak?
Please enjoy. After all, it's your first meal here as a new visitor.
So it's not steak,
And
it's
relax.
boar.
I wouldn't want to give you the cold shoulder.
Huh? my last. You give this meal to all new visitors, right?
This one was made especially for you.
Wait, is it really my last meal?
Your last meal as a new visitor, of course, so enjoy.
So that's what it means. Well, then I better make the most of it.
Noelle, do we have anything else on the itinerary?
How about with wind comes glory? For our final stop, I want to leave Mr. Aloise with something to commemorate his time here.
So, that's the final stop, yes? Wait, what are we commemorating?
Well, your execution as a spy, of course.
Oh, here's your order, Noelle.
Thanks, Marjorie. Mr. Aloise, please accept this souvenir.
Thanks.
Also, I should have been spamming the
Huh?
treasure compass while we were doing Faruzan's
Wait, what's on
hangout
that?
event.
Is that the insignia of the Knights of Favonius?
I, Maid Noelle, on behalf of Mondstadt and the Knights of Favonius, officially welcome you.
Wait, Knights of Favonius? How can you be both a maid and a part of the Knights of Favonius?
She's a future knight of Favonius.
So this gift is also a...
This one was made especially for you.
So it's a warning?
Oh,
Warning.
afraid this is all I had time for. However, I hope it leaves you with a lasting impression of your trip to Mondstadt. Now then, if you wouldn't mind accompanying me to the Knights of Favonius, the registration process only requires...
No need. I suddenly remember where I lost my luggage.
Oh, well then we should at least go and file a report with the Knights.
Nope, not necessary. Now that the danger's passed, I'll just head over and retrieve it.
Huh? But what about the savage monsters? For your protection, I feel strongly that one of our knights should escort you there. Or perhaps it's a little too soon, but I'll escort you. Let's go.
Allow me. No need, allow me.
Oh, you want to escort him yourself? Oh, that would certainly put my mind at rest. In that case, I'll report the situation to Swan. Let's meet back at the gates of the city a little later. Please take care of Mr. Aloise.
Here I go!
Yeah, what do you think about that, Timmy, huh? Yum, yum, yum. Okay, no further.
So this is the end?
Yes, I'm gonna kill you out here in the wilderness. I can't see anyone around.
Meaning this is a good spot?
You understand that nothing needs to be said. If you don't understand this, what you understand that nothing needs to be said.
Counts above. Oh, honorable knight, please have mercy. Forgive me. I'll confess. I'll confess to everything. I was planning to investigate Mondstadt's dandelion wine to see if I could find a way to imitate it. I didn't expect you to see right through it from the start. Please, I never actually did anything. It's attempted fraud at worst, right? Tell me it isn't punishable by death. Or is it because you have no intention to try me at all? Which
Killing him with
explains why you
kindness.
exposed me in the city. You simply chose a location to kill me. Spare
Oh.
me, noble. What? Go? I can go? Really?
No more scheming against Mondstadt.
Of course. With you and the maid around, who would dare?
Change your ways, and you are welcome to visit Mondstadt again.
Yes, sir. I understand. Goodbye, most honorable honorary knight.
Oh, the frog.
He really did have ulterior motives.
Yeah.
Should we tell Noelle? Let's head back and see how she's doing first.
Hold on. I need so many more Senserias.
Time to roll.
Speaking of, should also be spamming that while doing
you're
other
back.
hangout events.
Eh? Well, how come Mr. Eloise isn't with you?
He left.
Left? Already? Left Mondstadt? And I didn't even get around to arranging his accommodations or introducing the wine merchants to him. Oh, I must have been negligent in some way. Did I leave him with a bad impression of Mondstadt? Why else would he have left without a farewell? Oh, I couldn't even handle this smallest of tasks.
He had a sinister plot, so I drove him away.
A plot? So he was scheming the whole time? As expected. I'm still too naive. And that's why we have the honorary knight to rely on in times of trouble. How can I ever become a real knight of Favonius like this?
Not every attempt at passionate hospitality is given perfect closure. Let's go ahead and collect our rewards. Many, many, many. Now we are going to have to focus on Noelle's a little bit so we can unlock the silent. Is she the only one? I think I checked this before, but yeah, she's the only one with 2 acts. As near as I can tell. Maybe you have to unlock Act 1 from some of these in order to see if they have an Act 2. Well, anyway, I also want to check because this Tuesday we'll be pulling for Columbina, and I would like to see where we're at as far as pulls before I head out. We got 32, and then another 80, so that's 118, or no, 118. My brain. 112 plus I've got enough for 11 and a half. We're at 123. That's pretty close. We've also got 10 of these, which honestly I could do now. We'll save it. We'll save it for a little bit. Probably tomorrow. No. You know what? I'm gonna do it anyway. Also, we've got 5 of these. Pretty close. We're gonna have 5 when I do this. And so let's see. That's 128. Getting close. Anyway, so for this one though, we're at, I think it's like 72 pity or something like that. Wait, come on. Can you please respond to what I'm trying to do? 73. So at 73, so close to a guarantee on this one as well for a 5-star. I'm hoping for a wolf's gravestone. Fingers crossed. Oh! Okay, Wolf's Gravestone, come on. I'll take it. Tighnari is one of my few Dendro main DPSs. I don't have Alhaitham, I don't have Nefer. I don't know who else is a Dendro main DPS. Can't think of it off the top of my head. Oh, I do have Kinnick, but he is burning specific, and I don't even have his main support, so that's actually 6. No, 7. Got 7 of those now, so that's what is it, 140 now? Double soft pity. It's pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Alright, which constellation is this? C2. When there are opponents within the Vijnana Kanda field created by Vijnana Phalamine, Tighnari gains 20% Dendro damage bonus. The effect will last up to 6 seconds if the field's duration ends or if it no longer has opponents within it. That was pretty good. That is actually quite good. Let me see, what's C4? When Fashioner's Tanglevine Shaft is unleashed, all nearby party members gain 60 elemental mastery for 8 seconds. If it triggers a reaction, their elemental mastery will be further increased by 60. Does that include Tighnari? That actually might be good, especially for Aggravate. Or Quicken. Wreath Arrow's charge time is decreased by 0.9 seconds and will produce 1 additional Cluster Bloom arrow upon hit. This arrow deals 150% of Tighnari's attack as damage. Do people actually use Tighnari's attack, main charged attack, when it isn't an instant charge? Or maybe that applies to even when it's instantly charged. Nana Fusion effect, which will decrease the Wreath Arrow's charge time by 2.4 seconds. This effect will dissipate once the skill duration has ended, or after Tighnari has fired 3 Wreath Arrows. See, you're still 1.5 seconds plus however long it takes to charge. How long does it take to charge? I don't know. And yes, I did triple crown Tighnari. This was back when I wanted to triple crown every single 5-star that I had. Not just the Archons. Still have not triple crowned Fiorina, which I absolutely need to do that. But yeah, I was working on triple crowning all of my 5-stars. Maybe I was working on all of my main DPS 5-stars. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, see, so I've got Kinnick, I've got Naruhide, and I've got Tighnari. And those are the ones well, I've also got Kave. And those are the ones that, like, can serve as a main DPS. They're not very great, though. How... Hold on. Character Archive, I think it is? Yes. Filter, Dendro. Confirm filter. So yeah, Nefer, Alhaitham. There really aren't many Dendro main DPSs, I guess. But yeah, I probably want to get Alhaitham at some point. Just have a Dendro main DPS. Unless they release one that isn't locked behind a particular mechanic like Nefer is. Which, I know, I have Lauma, and I don't have Nefer, but still, I'd prefer to just not use Nefer. But yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it there. Hold on, let me, which scene? Do the professional streamer kind of thing. Anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna go. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope the rest of your night is a good one. And I will see you later. Heart hands.